As a kid, all a nigga wanna have was a Burberry scarf and $3 in my pocket. Instead I got beat with a switch, but I don't give a fuck, but it's on my body. Scars all up on me, but I run around from everybody. Life lesson learned, I better learn from this bitch, nobody. She pushed me around, she didn't give no motherfucks about it. She broke my heart 3 times, but I ain't getting...
The Arizona Cardinals are going on the road to face their NFC West divisional rival, the San Francisco 49ers. Now, when these two teams faced off twice last year, the 49ers won both of their games. The first game, the 49ers won 28-25. In the second game, the 49ers won 36-26. And a big reason why the Cardinals lost those games was because their defense wasn't really all that great. I mean, the 49ers were able to do whatever they wanted to do on the offense and both of their two matchups. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, in the first game that these two teams played against each other last year, he threw for 3 touchdowns. In the second game that they played against each other, he threw for 4 touchdowns. So, I mean, if the Arizona Cardinals want to win this game, this defense has to be way more improved than what it was last season. And it should be, especially with the addition of rookie linebacker Isaiah Simmons. Now, Isaiah Simmons is going to be really interesting to watch in this game because I want to see how the Cardinals are going to utilize him, because he is pretty much going to be playing all over the field. He's pretty much going to be playing a little bit of corner. He's going to be playing linebacker. So, I mean, how are the Cardinals going to utilize him on defense? Because he can play so many positions at a very high level. So, when you look at the 49ers, two of the biggest concerns going into this game is going to be the wide receiver position. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel. Now, Brandon Ayuk has a good chance of playing in this game, but Deebo Samuel, he does have a chance of playing in this game, but it's really small. So we don't really know if we're going to see Deebo Samuel playing in this game, but there is a really good chance that Brandon Ayuk could play in this game, the rookie wide receiver out of Arizona State that the 49ers drafted in this past year's NFL draft. And if the Cardinals want to be able to win this game, I think they have to be able to win the line of scrimmage. They have to be able to win this game up front on both sides of the football. You see, last year, Kyler Murray was able to run around. He was able to, buy time, scramble for a few yards, able to give his wide receivers a couple of seconds to get open. But ultimately, he still ended up getting sacked 7 times in both of the 2 games that they played against each other against the 49ers. And if the Cardinals want to win this game, this offensive line is going to have to be able to protect Kyler Murray, because they're going to be facing the best defensive line in all of the NFL. I mean, you got to try to block Nick Bosa, who was Defensive Rookie of the Year last season. You also got to stop Arik Armstead, D Ford, and rookie defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw. So this offensive line for Arizona, Cardinal fans have been saying how improved this offensive line is. Well, now this is the game to go ahead and prove it, because they're going to have a really tough task. They're going against this 49ers defensive line. And when you look at Kyler Murray, last year he didn't have DeAndre Hopkins. And with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, it gives this Arizona Cardinals offense a legitimate wide receiver who can beat one-on-one man coverage, who can catch those 50-50 contested balls, and it's a threat in the red zone. So having DeAndre Hopkins is going to help out this Arizona Cardinals offense, because this San Francisco 49ers defense is really good, but I want to see how they're going to fare against DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. You also got to take into the fact that they have Kenyon Drake now. Kenyon Drake is also going to be an added bonus in this game for the Arizona Cardinals, because now they're not going to be completely one-dimensional. Now with Kenyon Drake having a full, off-season under this Cliff Kingsbury offense and knowing this Arizona Cardinals system better than what he did last season, I think having him in this game is going to make it to the fact that they should be pretty balanced. They should have a pretty solid running game, and they should be pretty good running the football. And when you look at Arizona last year, Kyler Murray was basically doing it all by himself. They didn't really have, a lot of help in the run game. So with the added help this year in the run game, not only do they have Kenyon Drake, but you also got Chase Edmonds as well, and Benjamin. They have a pretty good group of halfbacks who can get the job done running the football. And if you want to beat the San Francisco 49ers, you have to be able to not only be able to, win the line of scrimmage, but you also have to be able to protect your quarterback, and you have to be able to run the football, because you don't want this 49ers defense just playing pass and teeing off these pass rushers. Like, you want to keep them balanced, because once you're playing into their hands and you can't run the football, and all you just got to do is throw the football to win the game, you're going to be playing into their hands, which is their ability to stop the run with how good their secondary is and how good this defensive line is at getting pressure on the quarterback. So for the 49ers, with them going against a more improved defense, I want to see if they're going to be better running the football this go around than what they were last year. Now, to be fair, the 49ers were really good at running the football against the Arizona Cardinals defense last year. It's just the fact that they didn't really have to, because they had so much success through the air. So if you're the 49ers, you got to be a little bit more balanced, because with Chandler Jones there, you always got to make sure that you look out for Chandler Jones, because he's one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. So, the team that I'm going to take to win this game, I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers to pull off this victory. And the reason why is because I just don't trust Arizona's offensive line. Like, Arizona Cardinal fans can preach to the fan about how improved the offensive line is, but ultimately, I really just don't see that big of an improvement from last year to this season. So I think this is a game that, this Arizona Cardinals offensive line is still going to struggle to protect Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is still going to be running for his life back there. So, I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game. 34-24 is my final score prediction in this game. And look, I understand that Arizona is really improved and everything like that. I know they added DeAndre Hopkins in the trade with the Houston Texans. I understand that. But I still feel like the 49ers are a way more superior team than the Arizona Cardinals. And I don't really trust this Arizona Cardinals offensive line. And I still don't really have a lot of faith in this Arizona Cardinals defense, because this is basically the same team that the Arizona Cardinals are going to be facing last year. I know this 49ers team lost a good amount of talent. They got rid of DeForest Buckner. They got rid of Emmanuel Sanders, but they brought in younger guys. They brought in Javon Kinlaw to replace DeForest Buckner. They brought in Brandon Ayuk to replace Emmanuel Sanders. So, this is still a really talented San Francisco 49ers team. So, I don't have a lot of confidence in this offensive line. Now, I know Kyler Murray is probably going to be better than what he was last season, because he has developed as a quarterback. And I understand that. But, you can preach to the fan all you want to. It's like Seattle Seahawks fans and Houston Texans fans always talking about how much the offensive line has improved. But, I have to see it. And in this game, I don't really have a lot of confidence in this Arizona Cardinals offensive line to win up front and keep this San Francisco 49ers pass rush from just going absolutely crazy. So, I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game. 34-24 is my final score prediction. And I do think that Arizona has a chance to win this game. I think it would be naive of me to say that the 49ers, are just going to win this game and dominate the Arizona Cardinals, and the Arizona Cardinals don't have a chance. I'm not saying that. The Arizona Cardinals do have a good chance winning this game. It's just that I think that the 49ers have a better chance winning this game because of how good they are up front on both sides of the football. If you want to be able to beat the San Francisco 49ers, you have to be able to win the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football, on the offensive line and on the defensive line. And I just don't think that the Arizona Cardinals, have a lot of talent there quite yet to be able to compete with the 49ers and the trenches on both sides of the football. That's why I'm taking the 49ers to win this game. The 49ers are still the far more superior team than the Arizona Cardinals, and that's why I'm taking the 49ers to win this game here, week 1 at home against the Arizona Cardinals.